Part of the recent announcement of a partnership with transgender social media influencer Dylan Mulvaney, with, of course, Bud Light, the right wing has melted down over beer. That's right. Woke. It's woke beer. Don't drink Bud Light. It will wokeify you. You will become the woke. If you drink it, it will trans you, or something. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. But hey, they're out there. They're melting down. You've got Kid Rock, for example, who's like 50. I mean, Kid Rock, really? Well, he decided to take out his anger on cases of Bud Light with a machine gun. So not only did he both waste bullets, but he also wasted beer. Not that it's good beer, but still wasted beer. Now, that said, Republican Dan Crenshaw, he's going to try to be a little bit more clever. So you see, because a lot of people have pointed out where conservatives, they'll do a protest against something that's it's woke, and so they destroy it. Doesn't do any good because that company's already got your money. You already paid them. They already have it, and so you've just taken stuff that you've already paid for and destroyed it. That makes you an idiot. Stupid. But no. Dan Crenshaw thinks I'm gonna be smarter than that. You see. Check out what he does.
Saw Bud Light's stupid ad campaign. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to throw out every single Bud Light we've got in the fridge. All right, well, I guess that was easy.
Yeah, checkmate, libs. I got no woke beer. You won't find woke beer in this house. Yeah, you see? Actually, his entire mini fridge is filled with woke beers. What do I mean? Well, the Carbach in Crenshaw's fridge happens to also be owned by Bud Light's parent company, Anheuser-Busch InBev. To which I say, oops, your fridge is filled with woke beer. Oh my God. And you've drank that beer. That means you have been transed. I mean, hey, welcome, Dan, she, her, her new pronouns. Welcome. I'm glad to have you in the fight for trans rights, right alongside us. Well played. No, okay. No, that's not the only one, by the way. Dos Equis is owned by Heineken, which actually donates more money to Democrats than Republicans, at least during the four out of the 5 last elections, according to Open Secrets. Way to fail at your nonsense virtue signal. And that's all it is. Look, you ask the average person about the so-called controversy. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Pride cans. Nobody cares about your beer. It's too woke. It's too woke. No, only the most sensitive, pathetic little snowflakes get angry at this kind of stuff. That's the truth of it. Now, that said, I think Bud Light's gross. I think Bud Light is generally consumed by people who want to get wasted on a budget. Why do you think I know that Bud Light is gross? There were times where I wanted to get wasted on a budget. But look, it's a party beer. That's it. And after you shotgun a few of them, you're not going to care what it tastes like. That's the whole point of Bud Light. Keeping it real. That said, it doesn't matter what they put on the can. At the end of the day, it's just all corporate marketing. That's what it is. It is what it is. Now, by the way, there's nothing wrong with inclusive marketing. But understand that Anheuser-Busch doesn't really care about trans people, doesn't care about the gay community, whatever. No, they care about money. That's it. It's all they care about, money. And by the way, the fact that they're doing this means that there's a market for it. It means that since there is a national acceptance for transgender people, they think, hey, we can make money and get some positive PR points, some maybe some cred here from people with money, essentially. We can appeal to that and make more money. That's why they do this. By the way, trans acceptance in the greater society is a wonderful thing. There are polls right now showing, public approval of transgender people, and the majority of people actually are pushing back. They do not agree with the recent attack on transgender rights. So for the right wing, this is a losing issue. Trans issues are winning. Now, look, it may not seem like it that they're winning because right now, but stay with me here because this is actually an example of how it's winning. Right-wing reactionaries have gone into complete meltdown all over the country. They've been pushing incredibly unpopular anti-trans bills in a lot of these states. That is essentially their last gasp. Okay? Now, that doesn't take away the harm that these bills are doing. That doesn't take away all the negative impacts that this is having on transgender people in those states. Transgender, non-binary, everyone that's impacted by these horrible, horrible draconian anti-freedom bills. But it is an example of how socially, overwhelmingly, transgender issues are winning. And eventually, those laws will come to an end, and there will be an acceptance of trans people in our society. That's the ultimate end goal, and that is the ultimate end result that we are going to see. So, now, that said, I want to mention one last thing, and it's hypocrisy. Of course. Of course. So now, Anheuser-Busch InBev, they put Dylan Mulvaney on the can. Trans rights, pride, all that stuff's wonderful, right? This is where the right wing melted down. But I'm going to give you a situation where the right wing said absolutely nothing. Now, in September of 2016, AB InBev had actually paid about a $6 million fine to the SEC. For what? Apparently, they had engaged in bribery. They had also, this is under the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, and for silencing a whistleblower. Now, do you remember if conservatives raged against AB InBev? Did they boycott Bud Light? No, they did not. They didn't give a damn. Same with M&M's, by the way. They had a meltdown, funny enough, because M&M's are supposed to melt in your mouth, not in your hand, but conservatives just melt all over the place when they hear about, somebody who's a transgender person or a gay person or a woman who, is not a traditional conservative woman. Now, M&M's, their parent company was sued for using child labor. Oh, now, of course, let's be fair. Conservatives are never going to be angry at that because, well, a lot of the red states have recently loosened their child labor laws. Hey, kids, get to work. And we're not just saying like, oh, what are you talking about? Paper routes and, stuff like that. That's fine for kids. No, children are working in very dangerous meat packing plants where they get injured. But I guess, again, we shouldn't be surprised at all that the right wing is okay with this. That they have no problem with these corporations doing some real nasty stuff. Because at the end of the day, their real issue isn't about anything substantive. All they care about is getting selective ridiculous outrage in order to fire up their base.